Al said to us during the meeting, I don't care what you guys do outside that door.
Mm-hmm.
When you leave here, you can all go in different directions. I don't really give it what you do.
Yeah.
But when you come through that door for practice or for a game, you've got to be willing to basically go through the wall for each other.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's exactly what we had. I mean, in my case, I played with Trotch and Boss
Mm-hmm.
for a span of about 5 years. I was never once in Mike Bossy's house. I was
Really?
I don't.
What a
think
jerk!
Yeah.
You didn't cook you a pregame meal at
I
least?
think I might have been in Trotch's house one time. And on the road, the two of those guys, they hung around together all the time.
I know,
Where I was
I know.
out with you guys, and that didn't matter to me. I didn't care. I didn't have to hang around with these guys off the ice. But when we got in the locker room and on the ice, I would literally kill for these two guys.
Yeah.
If I had to. A couple of times I had to, but that's just the way our team was. And I'd go to war for you, and you'd go to war for me, and every guy on the team was just 100% behind each other.
Well, I mean, the first year that we won the Cup, we go into Boston, right? And, well, that's quite a story. You can tell that story also, but the fact is that, they thought that they were going to run us out of the building, and I mean, they related that to the Toronto series the year before, where we lost to Toronto. But, I think that was just an amazing day when we played against them. But I think of the fight, of the brawl. And I think, the fact that I was in the locker room already, right, and I heard this whole ruckus going on. And Gary Howard walks in, and he has to hang from the rafters because his arms are so tight from fighting. And then Bobby Lorimer walks in, and he's got a slash underneath his eye. I mean, he's just bleeding, right? And he walks in,
yes, this is
and he
awesome.
says, "Don't worry about me, boys. This isn't going to slow me down one bit."
No.
Oh, it was amazing.
The story you were talking about when we got into Boston the night before the first game.
Yeah, we're sitting on
We're watching the 11 o'clock news, and the sports guy comes on and says, the news anchor says to the sports guy, "Hey, Bob, what do you think of the Bruins-Islander series?" And he goes, "Oh, the Bruins will intimidate the Islanders so badly that the Bruins will win in 5 games. The Islanders won't even be able to play." And that was when I thought you were going to go through the TV to kill the guy on TV. To the surprise of most people, the first game was very quiet. I think there was two minor penalties.
Yeah.
We won in overtime, 1-0 in overtime. That's right, I did score that goal, didn't I, Bob? Yeah.
I think I got an assist.
Yeah. I think you passed that to me. No, it's actually Butch, but good try. And then the next day in the paper, the Bruin press were all over them, right? The Bruins didn't play their game. They were, they were just not the Boston Bruins last night. So they got them all fired up, and game 2 was a little bit different. Fortunately, the outcome was the same. We ended up winning 2-1 in overtime.
Yeah.
But that was when I fought O'Reilly early in the first period, and then I fought him again at the end of the first period, and then you had a fight with Wensick.
Yeah.
I came in, you were already in the locker room.
Yeah. That's when we heard the brawl start.
Somehow the brawl started, and you were throwing your gear back on. You wanted to get back on the ice. And I think I tackled you in the hallway, because if you'd have gone back on the ice, you'd have never played another game in the playoffs.
Well, that's true.
But that was a real turning point for our team.